What's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be all about the grow room, what I've got growing on the baker's racks out here that aren't pepper related, the different stuff I've got going on in here, the problems I've had with the grow room in general and how I've kind of dealt with those. Gonna kind of do an in-depth look at the plants that I have, like I said, the issues, the fixes I'm gonna be making to the grow room, kind of how we have our apartment grow set up, which, you know, sneak peek, baker's racks. Baker's racks are awesome. Stick around and I'll kind of run you guys through exactly how we are doing our garden here. So I'm sitting here yesterday and I'm like, oh, I guess I haven't posted a video in a while. I felt like I'd been filming all these things, but I hadn't been posting it. So I've been filming a lot, but I've been doing a lot of videos that are going to take place over time. So I haven't really done an update. So here we go, let's jump right into it. Here are all my seedlings. I'm not gonna be using all of these, but I'm kind of working on transferring them into their own cups, stuff like that. They're gonna end up going into 1 gallon grow bags. Got all these going right here. Roots are starting to come out through that second cup, so these should be taken off here real quick, even though a lot of these, I'm gonna be thinning these out and taking some out of here. Here in the next day or two, there should only be 1 pepper in every cup. So here's the girlfriend's spider plants, and she put them in here because she wanted it to sprout out, trying to get some cuttings, and it was in here for not even 2 days, and this appeared out of nowhere, which is pretty cool. I'm sure you guys have all seen Kang's video of his whiskey bottles, so I put a black pearl in a mezcal bottle, so figured it would be perfect for that. Here are my cacti plants. I started filming a video on this. I'll finish it up later. Roots are just starting to come out the bottoms of these. See that guy coming out right there? I think the Black Panther is the one that, oh yeah, that one's just exploding. Anyway, so got my cacti plants here. I got 9 of them. I might end up doing a couple more. Made these little homemade systems here, so I will definitely keep you guys updated on those ones. Here is my lemon starburst in my little skull jar, doing great. So here's the plants that I've been showing you guys a lot of this season. I actually ended up getting rid of the pimento de padron and the ghostly jalapeno. The ghostly jalapeno was just growing huge but not putting off any flowers, and it wasn't doing a whole lot for me, and then I ended up breaking off some branches. Decided to call it quits on that because I really like the mammoth jalapenos. Seriously, just from Walmart. Huge jalapenos. I use them for jalapeno poppers and stuff like that. So I think a couple days ago I went and got just a little plant from there, put it into this pot here. The other new one is going to be the Smokin' Ed's Carolina Reaper. I saw it, couldn't help myself, had to do it, even though I have another Reaper plant growing from a friend of mine. I wanted to see what the difference is going to be between this plant here and the plant I got from my friend. Sugar Rush Peach, just still tons of pods. This one looks like it might be starting to change color a little bit, but overall they've been staying just like that, which is my experience with the Sugar Rush Peaches. They don't really like to ripen up. They'll grow and then they'll just kind of sit there for a while. Let's see if I can get good shots of this over here. But my Scotch bonnets are starting to ripen up. I probably have 4 or 5 ripe peppers on there and another 5 or 6 probably that are getting ready to. So here's my Bohemian Goat. Plant looks awesome. It is dropping some flowers a little bit. See if I can show you. Dropping some flowers a little bit. Oh, that one's not dropping, of course. Anyways, plant looks great, but it's not setting any pods. I'm gonna let that keep going though. I feel like I may have over fertilized it, so I completely stopped fertilizing and I'm just kind of letting it hang out, letting it do its thing, let it dry up. I let it dry up completely before I watered it again. We'll see how that does. Here are my srirachas, and this thing is just loaded up with pods. So this, I've got 2 plants in here. This one is also loaded up, but it's not ripe yet. So within the next week or so, I think I'm just going to do a full harvest and come in here and get everything out. Probably dry them or something like that. Lemon starburst, I have a couple ripe pods, a couple pods that are in the middle of ripening. So there's a couple pods in there that are still ripening. I think I had 4 total and 2 of them are ripe. So also going to harvest this at the same time as everything else. My white Thai, it dried out a little bit and bringing it back right now. So overall the plant's doing much better than it was, because for a while there it was doing horrible. Let me show you guys a little bit of how I got the room set up now, because I've changed a couple things. So I've got my cord that comes in, I've got it tied to the wall. Up there I split it between 2 power strips, so I just hung them on the tension rods, so that way I can bring the power cords for the lights, I can just run them straight up, which helps a lot. I'm not having to trip over cords every time I come in here. I will say that I'm getting more and more unimpressed with this light. That's the lowest I can put it, because this cord is too short. I mean, if you look over here at the King LED, I have it right where I want it. They give me a long enough cord to run it up right here, and then all the way over to this middle one. So this one, I mean, the King LEDs, tons and tons of cord, and this Philizon or whatever it is just, it's not giving me the length that I need. On top of that, this is just me having a pet peeve. So super purple light. Let's see if I can show you the difference here. Philizon light and the King LED. I don't know if the camera's picking it up very well, but the King LED is a much lighter purple. It's almost, you got a lot of white in there that the Philizon doesn't. I haven't had it long enough to see how it's growing anything, but I will say that I went ahead and just ordered another King LED. So I want to be able to lower this as low as I need. Another pet peeve, I don't like having 2 of the King LEDs and then 1 of the Philizon. So I just ordered another King LED. That'll be here, I think, tomorrow. I also ordered space blankets, because I'm going to space blanket the walls on this. Give it some more reflectiveness? Yes, I'm gonna go with reflectiveness. Some issues I've had with the apartment grow room. I don't know if I've ever really showed you guys what this is like, so let me back up. So this is just straight in my living room. So coming right off my living room, it's just this big walk-in storage closet, right? Well, so that window right there is a west-facing window. This connects straight to the outside of the building. So what happens is, in the evening when the sun starts going down, the whole last half of the day, so all these plants, last half of the day, they get sun. And then over here, this room just boils. So when I had my lights on, it would get upwards of 100 degrees in here. And so far my fix for that has been changing my light schedule. I now run them at night, so my lights are on all night long, and it's definitely helped a lot. Temps are getting up to about 84 degrees is about the highest they're getting, and then during the day they're hovering around 75. So I'm good with that, much better than the 100 degrees I was working with. In the winter I might have to change things up again, get some kind of heater in here, but for now I think I'm good. Okay guys, I had to wait till it was dark to get this part filmed, because these windows here just put off so much light, and it was really hard to get a good picture of anything that's up here. This is everything that's not pepper related. I mean, some of them are, but most of it's not. But this is kind of the rest of our indoor garden. I know this is kind of a pepper channel, but I think a lot of this stuff is super cool. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys what we got going on here. So this one is new. So there's this super cool tree. We just got this last week. Here's probably my favorite thing up here. So that was my Father's Day gift that I got yesterday, and that is my Fukian tea tree bonsai. So I'm really excited to kind of get in the bonsai world and see how that goes. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So we got a little cactus there, some rosemary that's not doing too great, some more cactus, a coral cactus thing. This is a cactus that we propagated a while ago, and it took really well, but it's not doing too good in this jar. But it still, when we propagated it, it was just that one piece right there, so it definitely grew a lot. This is a cactus that we ended up, it used to be probably 12 inches tall, and we cut the whole top off because it was really sick and kind of dying, so we cut the top off, put it back in, and it's growing now. Here's the cactus that we took for that one, so we propagated that one, put it over there. We have got a cactus, another succulent here. So this cactus here, it's actually really fuzzy. It's pretty awesome. And when we first got it, it had giant, well, about a month after we first got it, it had giant flowers that just spiraled out from it, and it was awesome. Some more cactuses here, and this is actually a mammoth sunflower, and we're gonna put it in a 5-gallon bucket, and we're gonna set it right here so it's got some light right there. Another cactus, a fern. Here is a succulent that was in this pot, and then all of a sudden a pepper started growing. No idea what kind of pepper, but we're gonna let that keep going. Here is string of dolphins. So it looks like a bunch of little dolphins on the plant. So this will just kind of grow and overhang. It's really kind of hard to see. So we had a sugar rush peach that was probably 3 feet tall, and the cats got into it and chopped it down to about 2 inches, and it is now just coming back. It's coming back pretty nicely though, so I'm optimistic. Here is a pepper plant, and I tried to twist 2 of them together, and it worked really well for a while, and then one of them took over the other and killed off one, but starting to get a lot of flowers, and that's going to be giving us some peppers here pretty soon. Whatever kind of tree that is, got a little penguin friend. So we've got little cactuses in there, got a black pearl that we put in this black skull jar, so that's gonna be kind of cool. Whatever that cactus thing is. Here is an ornamental Thai pepper, and I actually, it's kind of hard to tell, but I went and I wrapped it multiple times around this big branch, around this branch right here. So I wrapped it around multiple times so it spirals around it, and then all of the branches just kind of spiral, and it's actually pretty awesome. Got another fern there, another cactus here, another succulent, some more succulents down here, another cactus, succulents, this pretty cool cactus there. Here's our prickly pear, and so far it's claimed 2 victims, me not being one of them. One of the kids and Jamae both got pricked by that, and it kind of hurt them for a good couple days. I guess the spines got stuck in them, and they're really small, but they're in there. So they got there's a reason it's called prickly pear. So there you have it. That's how we have our apartment garden place area set up. We got these 2 baker's racks from Hobby Lobby. I think they're about $100 each, and it works really well. I mean, this is a west facing window, so that this gets plenty of sun. If we wanted to, we could add a 3rd one there if we moved the whiskey cabinet. I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. We're just kind of filling up and seeing what we can grow in here. So stick around and you'll be able to see all the cool things and how we keep them growing in an apartment.